Hello and welcome to LX3 Restos. In today's episode we're going to be looking at this wheel arch. As you can see, we've had some panels arrive from Magnum. We've got the rear outers, we've got some front inner wings, some rear inner wings and a pair of really nice front wings. Let's get on with it. Right then guys, the first thing we need to do is to figure out exactly where we're going to join the new arch. As you can see, this has had a few cover arches over the years. Look at all the layers, amazing. So I don't think I'm going to be able to join this where I would normally like to, which is on the flange that sticks out this way. Instead, I think I'm going to have to cut into this quarter and stitch it through there. It's not what I want to do, but I don't think I've got much choice. We'll clean this off first, see how much steel is left of the original car, then we'll go from there. Some of the tools we're going to be using today are Worth grinder, fast mover cutting discs, these flap discs from Seat, panel pins. These are really handy for holding panels into place, safety gear, a good pair of gloves, noise cancelling headphones and a pair of safety glasses. Alright, let's start peeling back these layers. I decided in the end just to go ahead and cut away that old arch. It was just too bad. I'm going to cut these bits away. I think they're in the way of the new arch fitting nicely, so we're going to cut these bits off and then we're going to test fit the new arch. Right guys, let's see how this wheel arch fits. Not too bad. Right. Next step, we need to cut this arch down to size so we can weld it up. Well, the last thing you want to do is assume that this is the cutting line and weld it in around there. That is not the cutting line. That would cause you an awful lot of extra work. I mean, that needs cut into there. So what I'm hoping to do is keep it, or I would have rather cut on this face and welded it in, but that's not a possibility because of the old work that was done on the car. So we're going to cut into this face about 5 to 10 mil off, depending on how much I need down here and down here. So yeah, let's get to clamping and cutting. Right, we clearly don't need anything from above that swage line. Let's have that off. As you can see, I've been marking some lines. They're about 10 mil out from the swage line of the arch. This should give me enough room for the panel pins and not be too far out as to create a load of distortion in the quarter. I'll mark the rest of it now, get it cut and get some panel pins in. At this point you need to make sure you're happy with the fitment of your panel. As you can see, with the removing of the material, it's pulled in a little bit there, panel's relaxed. I think I'm quite happy with it. I think it's time to drill some holes and put some panel pins in. Right, panel pins guys. I don't know how familiar you are with these things. They're really easy little tools. They hold the panel in place really nicely. Got these little pliery things here. Put the panel pin in, and it releases like a quick release rivet. If I can get that a little bit better, maybe I can get it to focus on this thing. So you have to drill a hole, put the rivet in the hole, and as you release, it pulls everything nice and tight and in and holds it there really good. I'll be using a Bosch 10-volt drill for drilling holes. I think these are really good, nice and light, easy to use, really convenient size. Right, let's get on with it. The arch is in place and looking very sweet. Look how nice everything's going to fit. It's going to fit great. Beautiful. A lot less welding than if we would have gone up through the old arch area, and a lot less filler work afterwards. Next to do, however, is to get the inner arch sorted. Now we've got the outer position sorted. Now we need to sort the inner arch before we weld this on. You can see now how easy it is to put the arch on and take it off. It's as easy as pulling these pins out. Now, screw bolts could have done it, but eventually the threads on the bolts and the holes will give up, whereas these will keep on doing it. What we'll end up doing is cutting probably 10mm back, 10-12mm back. Might bring it out from here and go down that way in the panel. And on this side do the same thing but a bit lower down. Come in from there, go up and around 10mm. Mainly we've got these funny little devil ears on this, and they're not on this, so they're going to go away. So we'll mark this and this onto here, choppy, another test fit, and then we'll line this up onto there, transfer the markings over, cut that out, and have another test fit. Looks like we're getting there, guys. I've got these little ears here from the triangular pieces. I'm just going to have to dress them down, and we'll have another fit. Might screw it into place and test fit the outer arch. I'm going to be doing this in situ using a hand weight and a power beating hammer. Now we have the inner and outer arch fitting. It's a good opportunity to get down to this area whilst they're out of the way. I still think we need to cut more of this quarter out so we can get some more access. So we start repairing some of this. It looks pretty nasty, so I think I'm just going to cut along here, maybe to there, straight down off of that. I know we don't have that panel attached to the arch cover, but I think it'll be easy enough to fabricate up. Right, get back to chopping. So we found the this inner panel is only, well, it ends there, so it'd be easier to just put a whole new bottom on that. Right, now our paper template fits nice. We're going to transfer this over to some steel, go and chop it up and fold it up. If anyone's wondering about my awesome pen, it's got this really handy long nib for getting into awkward places. The link will be in the description of the video. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Question mark? Question mark. Time to see how it fits. That's not too bad. Pretty good. We need to cut it straight along there, mark it first, cut it, and then we have to repair this next layer before we weld it on. Here's the template made for the inner sill. What we've got to do now is copy that into some steel. Use one of these handy C-clamps and we're going to clamp it to the existing flange. I'm going to tighten it up first. See what next there is to do. Right, I think we've finally finished cutting this out. So, next stage is get all this cleaned up, get it ready for welding. Alright guys, this is an MBX wheel and it is vicious. This is what we're going to be using to remove that rust. Hopefully you can see this, but that is so swollen with rust there. It's nearly a hole there anyway, but look how much it's swelled up. We're going to have to open that up, clean it out, make a patch, weld it up. We've not finished cutting after all. Right, we finally got down through all the layers. This area here is all nice and clean, and we've got to cut an extra bit out there, folded that bit back, and now we're going to flood that seam with some Vactan and start rebuilding. So join us in the next episode where we break out the welder and start stitching this thing back together.